So you've been scrolling through Street Easy, dreaming about that perfect 2-bedroom in Soho or that brownstone in Brooklyn Heights. But let's talk about the real question. How much home can you actually afford in New York City? And what does that include? Because here in the city, it is not just about price per square foot. In this video, I'm going to break it all down for you, from monthly payments to hidden fees, and show you how to shop smart and not be shocked. I'm Erin Wheelock, a licensed associate broker here at Keller Williams in New York City, but reach out to me, contact information on the screen for all of your real estate needs, and let's get into it. When you apply for a mortgage here in New York City, the lender is not just looking at the purchase price. They're looking at your entire financial package, right? What's your debt to income ratio? This is going to include things like, do you have homes elsewhere that have monthly fees, right? What is your actual salary? Is it commission based? Are you at a new job? How secure is that position for you? And they're going to take all of this together to determine what they believe you can afford. Ideal debt to income ratio at this moment with the banks is 36%. However, I will be very clear, in a co-op in New York City, it's a little bit different because you got to get through the board. The board really likes 30% or less, 25% or less is kind of the sweet spot. Minimum credit score, I believe Fannie Mae is now going for anything 620 or higher, but a lot of banks do like in the 700s or more. And down payment, 20% is going to be pretty standard for your co-op. Sometimes it's 25, some are even more. There's even some buildings, Central Park South, Upper East Side, that are looking for 50% or they don't even allow financing, period. And then condos, it's going to be 10% down. Townhouses is usually a little bit more in those 20s as well. So even if you're making $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a year, if you have a lot of student loans, a lot of debt, a lot of monthly payments, that's definitely going to affect your buying power. Now let's talk about down payment and your closing costs. Let's say you want to buy a home for about $1.5 million. And let's say that unit is a condo. Then that means you're going to be putting about $150,000 in that down payment, 10%. So let's just assume that, again, it's going to be about $40,000 to $60,000 in additional closing costs. So that's bringing you up to approximately $200,000 to $210,000 in what you need liquid, right? Ready to go. That's not including all of the post-close liquidity that people are going to want to see, either the building or the bank. Now, I know that can be a surprise for a lot of first-time home buyers, right? You don't just need the money for that down payment. You also need the money for those closing costs and reserves. And this is why we really like to help our clients to plan early so that we can get through to the finish line in as smooth of a process as possible. Next, let's talk about our carrying costs. Once you own the home, that monthly cost is going to be more than just your mortgage. Let's go through that example, right? You have the $1.5 million property. This time, let's say it was a co-op, you put down 20%. Your mortgage is going to be approximately $6,000 a month. Let's say your common charges are about $1,200 a month and your property taxes are approximately $1,300 a month. So then all in, you're at about $8,500 a month for that $1.5 million property. Now, one thing I do want to make sure you understand is that there are tax advantages to being a homeowner. So please don't just look at that $8,500 mark. You can take that $8,500 mark, make sure you're comfortable with it, and then also talk to your CPA because they can tell you what tax deductions you get to take every year. Could actually be something that saves you some money, especially if you're just throwing $8,500 away in rent to pay your landlord's mortgage right now. This could actually help you. Just remember though, if you're looking at co-ops, there's only one monthly fee. That is the maintenance. There is a portion of that that is taxes. So you'll get a percentage of tax deductibility and a statement every year from the building to let you know how much money you've paid into the taxes. Condos, again, separate common charges and a tax bill. So just something to keep in mind if you're shopping online. If you're a first-time home buyer, let's say you're looking at about $800,000. You are likely going to be able to get one, maybe even a 2-bedroom on the Upper East Side if you're looking at the co-ops. An $800,000 at the Brompton will get you a studio. So it's really going to depend on what kind of a building you're looking at. But you could even potentially get a full townhouse if you're looking over in Queens, which we highly recommend. A lot of people are starting to move there. And then if you're looking more downtown, it's probably something a little bit smaller, but the further north you get, again, you could even be getting a 2-bedroom for that $800,000. Now, let's say you're going to go that max $1.5 million because maybe you're going into your second apartment. You want a bigger space. No problem. You could even potentially be getting something that's like a 2-bedroom in a financial district. They have those longer lofts, so they have lots of office spaces or rooms without windows, but 1.5 million, you could get a great spot down there. Now, if you're looking more in that luxury world, we're probably starting at about 3 million. For 3 million, you could potentially get a 3-bedroom. 100 Barclay, they have some good options around 3 million. Of course, it goes up from there, but you could also get something really cute around Central Park West. For 3 million, you can probably get a nice 2-bedroom condo. You might potentially be able to get a 3-bedroom co-op on the Upper East or the Upper West Side as well. But of course, if you want to go over to Fort Greene, you can get a nice big townhouse. Clinton Hill, Cobble Hill, all of those locations. 3 million will get you a beautiful townhouse and you get some fabulous Brooklyn living. I know, I can't believe I said that, but it's true. I've seen them. They're so beautiful. For that $3 million budget, if you are putting a minimum down, probably looking at about $15,000 a month. But again, isn't it better for it to be going into your pocket of building wealth versus your landlord's pocket of building wealth on your dime? This is why working with an experienced agent and a great lender is so important. We're going to make sure that we're asking you all of the questions so that we can match your financial goals appropriately, right? It might be, hey, I will spend up to 5 million, but I want X to be my monthlies. No worries. Maybe we know the buildings or the type of buildings that we can get you what you're looking for. And let's be clear, there's no need to waste your time because time is money. So let us do what we do best. And a really quick bonus tip, please do not just shop by list price, right? You want to shop by the monthly cost. We, for instance, have a unit right now that's for sale. The monthlies are so low. It actually affects the affordability of the apartment by about $300,000 compared to the average units in the area. So that $300,000 gain is what a buyer is getting when they have such low maintenance. So be sure that you're looking at the entire monthly fee, not just the list price. Mine in New York City isn't just about how much you make. It's about a strategy. With the right prep, the right partners, and a clear understanding of what you can afford, you'll make confident moves instead of making costly mistakes. Do you want help building a custom budget or figuring out what's realistic for your lifestyle, right? Maybe you can afford what you want and maybe you can't. Either way, reach out. We have an awesome masterclass for you below, so sign up for that. But also reach out to me. My number's on the screen. Hello, I'm very available. And please don't forget, if this video was helpful for you, be sure to like, subscribe, send it to someone you know who's relocating to New York City, or maybe they're just looking to make an upgrade purchase. I gotta be honest with you, with where the market is at as of today, it is a fantastic time to take that opportunity and get in at a low price before those prices go up. And I am Erin Wheelock with the Wheelock team here at Keller Williams. We would absolutely love and be honored to be your global real estate team of choice. Bye, guys.